Hello, gorgeous.
Tax-wise. Those fake life hacks that you just read.
Silly, right? It's just no idea.
Beautiful. Beautiful. For a very special meeting that we got invited in this club, I'm wearing this beautiful initiation slash celebration outfit. Black with gold brocade from ASOS. That was from probably 7 years ago now. I remember it was one of my bigger purchases. It was like $60 at the time. I could not afford that. Or today, I'm still wearing it today, and I have worn this to work one time. Otherwise, I typically wear this to more church. And then black tights from Amazon. These pumps from Shein that I got over a year ago. Sweater from J. Crew. Cashmere cardigan in the cropped cut. Bodysuit from Los Angeles Apparel. I really love this outfit. Oh, and my bag is, hi Cashmere, is Radley London. My dad got this for me when he visited London years ago. And it has this beautiful little terrier. And I like it because it has this, there's a lot of elements to it. First off, this is one of the few times I've used it. This is only, I think, the second or third time. And it's beautiful leather. It has a strap that you can make it into a crossbody, and it has multiple dimensions that you can use with various pockets and branding. Beautifully done. Aside from that, I love it. It's like a briefcase because I love compartmentalizing all my things by things that I need right away, like keys or lip balm, and then gloves, and then phone, and then the stuff on the inside is stuff I barely take out, like my wallet or tissues or a pen. It's very chic, and it's very durable, but also really high quality when it's in your hands. And I've had no other bag like this that is this level structured, and I typically just let it loose. I don't have to cover it in all the way, and I like to use it as handheld. This is what it looks like all together, and I don't really have a lot of dark bags. I actually don't have any. I have one black one, but it's more of a work bag, and the Dooney is also a work bag, so it's much larger, and this is a very special celebration and an event. So I wanted to go with something that was bright, still a pop of color, and more of a celebration color as opposed to something that's so serious and briefcasey like a work bag that's dark. And tonight we're headed to something special that is I think it's a bucking competition, bull riding. It's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be a completely different atmosphere, and I officially feel like a Southern belle. And also the meeting that I had earlier was a bunch of wonderful people who really made me understand the feeling of Kentucky, of how sweet people are here, and I love this place. Sandwich cutting time. Thank you. Delicious. If it's Ralph Lauren, you especially have to have the collar. You don't always have to do this. It's more English style to be like subdued, but American style, punk the collar or just expose it. It's called prep style, prep school. Outfit change for tonight, but first we're having a snack, and we're going to watch Everybody Loves Raymond a bit. Ralph Lauren, ASOS from last year, LL Bean slippers, so comfy. Dolce Vita boots. They're lug soles, so they're very comfortable. And instead of cowboy boots, because cowboy boots, they get bad fast. They're better off, I think, if you're a cowboy. But these are not meant for cowboy boots. These are obviously street boots. These are flares, and I really love this cut, and it's bengaline. It's one of my new favorite materials. It's not a new material, but it's new to me. Cotton and rayon. It's very stretchy, comfortable. It makes you look like $1,000,000, and I have several pairs now. And this is a slim fit cut polo, cable knit, and then I have Ralph Lauren corduroy in pink. It looks so cute layered too. I'll have an image here, and it is very layered, and it's a collared look. Anything with a collar makes you look instantly dressed up. Don't you just hate when parking is expensive? That's why we're walking to that arena right there, and there's a bunch of traffic. Wow! Wow! Everyone's fashion is like cowboy, and they look really cute in velvet dresses and like puffer sleeve, but then have cowboy boots. I'll talk about it some more, it's kind of loud.
Minutes or so. We got here faster than I thought, so if you want anything to eat or drink, let me know.
It smells like cattle.
Well, there's bulls in here.
Lexington
Take a look at that. That is your Border Patrol. United States Border Patrol safety man. How about it for the only official cowboy in this arena tonight? And that's Mr. Stacy Benton. You can call him Rip. Just let go.
Justin McBride was not holding that rope.
Well, we'll let the professionals do the work.
That was one of the 3 dumbest things I've ever done in my life. We've got an absolute crime scene out here.
But I'll tell you what, look how calm Stacy is. As you take a look at what's happening, his horse is having a good time. Woo-wee. Back down to Angie's mama.
Don't worry, Stacy.
So we have some Ohio
Wait,
fans.
hold on.
The man has a score on the board for last night of 85.5 points. So now we got to issue that. We want to
Very happy to lead the first event.
Ooh. Hello, gorgeous. It's the next day from the rodeo and I feel like a good stretch. I'm editing videos right now and I just went live a bit ago. Told you the video of what's coming in 2023, all the things that are new coming to my channel. I'll have it linked below in case you missed that. There's a lot of exciting things that are coming that are very different that I haven't done before. They're also educational and really actually fun and easy to digest, along with huge trips internationally on multiple continents. So check that video out. I didn't want to reveal it, but we're going to New York this Friday. Everything is booked except for some restaurants. So we have Daniel, the 2 Michelin-starred restaurant that we're gonna go to. My husband is getting his made-to-measure suit from Huntsman, from Savile Row, from England, because they have a US base here in New York specifically. And we're so glad that we moved to Kentucky because it's so much closer to New York shopping, to Chicago shopping. New York has a lot of stores that LA doesn't. So they have a lot of more British stores, a lot more older style and traditional style, which I absolutely love. This is truly going to be a luxurious experience that I'm very, very lucky to have. Back to what happened yesterday at the bull riding competition. I'll also get into more about suiting, made-to-measure clothes that are made first. I'm literally just vicariously living through my husband at this point because I am still figuring out what kind of trousers that I want for this year. And it's not a rush thing because I'm focusing on designing the house. So I'll have a lot more interiors and a lot more home cooking and recipes that are really easy. That are like some of them you don't even have to cook coming out this year. So stick around for that. It's just a lot to film because I forget to film when I'm doing it. And then the whole point of it is to show how to make it, not just show the before and after results. But taking you through that process is the important part, and I keep forgetting. The bull riding competition, excited, it was so fun. There were so many Brazilians that got the top points, and then a lot of people from Kentucky who did very well, and then all over the United States. It was fantastic to see them. Everybody was like 19 to their early 20s. There was one guy who was I think he was 40, and aside from that, everyone was young, and it was crazy seeing these young people put what they do through their bodies, where they're getting whiplash from their neck to their back, through their whole spine. I was surrounded by a crowd of beautiful people where the ladies, oh my gosh, let's talk about the fashion. The fashion was so on point. It was so chic, it was so glamorous in a very different way. And I got so much style inspiration that didn't even cross my mind before, because I'm such a yuppie, I'm such a city girl. And like, it makes me think of that song, I'm a city girl. So that's what I think of. Gave me a new outlook on how to dress up, style in the countryside, the American style. So there's the new frontier, and like I was wearing a slim fit polo shirt with a cable knit cardigan from Ralph Lauren. Right now I'm wearing J. Crew pajamas, and you can customize them. So these are really casual. These are the Dixon tartan slash black watch. It's very similar to the Dixon tartan. We just steal the black watch and say it's ours. Also, yesterday during the club meeting, there was a gentleman in a McGregor tartan, and it looked beautiful because he was in Highland dress, where he had a day dress coat, and then he had the kilt. So that was beautiful. It's a very ceremonious celebration. Back to the styles. These ladies were in puffer sleeves with prairie style blouses, and they were all kinds of textures, all kinds of prints, all types of cuts, and they were so chic. It was very feminine. They had cowgirl hats, and they had all these bootcut jeans, and then the guys had a ton of flannels, and some would have trucker hats, but a lot had cowboy hats. And the ushers had cowboy hats. Everybody was cracking jokes. Really comfortable place where I felt safe. I was surrounded by a ton of fun people. Both of us lost our voices. I've been to rodeos before. My dad would take me one to every year. I was like 3 years old the first time I went to one, but it was horses. It wasn't bulls. I used to lasso as a hobby and would like dance in and out the lasso because that's what you do if you can do tricks with it. A ton of little kids. The tickets were so cheap. They were like $15 to $19 and it was so family friendly. I have a couple cowboy hats. Well, they're more rancher hats than anything. The same thing. They're just for keeping the sun out of your face, and I want to get my husband a beautiful black cowboy hat as a gift and like get it made and go to like a Stetson place, and then eventually I'll work my way up there. I will get some cowboy boots, but I'm more of like an equestrian style rider, where in like Europe you dress up to ride on a horse, and the style is very different. It's very traditional because it's due to the hunts, and there's a lot of fences over land, so horses jump and they do tricks, and they even do like these dances where you tie their legs together. That's how you train them. And typically how you train a horse with most things is you tie like a rope around them and show them how to bow. And here in America, it's more about, it makes a lot of sense, like the sport is more about wrangling and catching the food and making sure that one animal is not harming the others. So I noticed that it's more about work here. That's why they're wearing jeans, they're wearing denim because they're working, and then they fall on their knees a lot. That's why they're wearing like the leather chaps, because denim has a tendency to disappear. Say like if you ride motorcycles, that's why motorcycle riders wear a lot of leather. So I was noticing that with the chaps, and they really decorate everything with all these fringe jackets and fringe chaps and really, really, really cute cowboy boots. So I have a lot of style inspiration I need to go back and check. Hello gorgeous! I was gonna do a video of what to pack for New York City in the winter, but instead I am back from New York as of yesterday. Instead we'll show you what I actually used that I packed. There's only one thing that I could have used more of, and it was simply another sweater layer. However, I was packing very minimally and did not want to bring a lot of items. You will see my New York City vlog coming out next week. Also, a little announcement, I have a trip to Asia, South Korea, and then to Bangkok, Thailand. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe and click the bell, and subscribe to my newsletter linked below so that you can stay updated and never miss a post. Let's get to what I actually packed. These glasses I got as an early birthday gift, and they're blue light glasses. I don't know if they actually work, but I don't want to risk it. And here is what I actually packed for New York. The reason why I'm showing you what I actually packed is because, what I actually used is because I didn't want to show you a video where I packed a bunch of things and then I didn't end up using them. CalPack mini carry-on. It's open, it has the Japanese 4 spinning wheels. I have a full video review of all my CalPack luggage. Literally I have the whole rose gold collection and then some blush pink, and this has a lock that I did not use. I did not put a lock on my zipper because I was using it the whole time. I had it in my carry-on. I put it under the seat, so I sat with it and it didn't take up any space. The flight was an hour 40 something minutes. It has this little button, snap button for standing mode. And around in my coat, my white coat I got from H&M last year, just as a heads up. So this was, I think, $80 originally, but I got it for $50. And then these gloves are from Ralph Lauren. Polyester on the top and then wool on the bottom. And I like the polyester because it's almost hermetic. It almost is waterproof entirely, so keeping your hands warm in general because it generates more friction. First thing is my tech organizer. This is the most handy item I have ever come across that I consistently find myself using. You don't want to have, as you say in Norwegian, a fishnet of wires. It is so organized, so easy. This trip was all about shopping, by the way. Also, a stick-on bra is fantastic when you're packing because you can just fold it together, and if it gets nasty, if it stops sticking, simply it's from sweat, so all you have to do is wash it with water and soap in the sink. My Aspinall scarf, Aspinall of London scarf that you guys have been buying over and over, as I can see, it's definitely a bestseller, is something that actually kept me very, very warm, and I tied it in many different ways, and people were constantly giving me compliments. The woman who worked at Chanel was waxing poetic about my scarf, and I'll also have that linked below. These long silk gloves that I used to layer over my cardigan for evening nights out at beautiful restaurants in New York. However, I ended up not using them. I was using them as an option. I ended up using 2 tops over and over again. I brought 4, however. Madame Lafleur top that I flew in. It's called the Leo pullover. It's a long sleeve polo, 100% silk top, and it's currently on sale. I'll have everything linked below. Goes perfectly with my silver $49 silk skirt from Quince, and it's 100% silk, so it's not a blend, and it's pretty crazy how it's so affordable. And I was constantly in 100% silk on my outfits. Brought this Aveda hairbrush. This always makes my hair look amazing. It's real wood, very relaxing, calming without tangling or pulling. And then I also brought another Madame Lafleur top. It's called the Meg top. It's reversible, that's why I brought it. And I also brought a Remy Brooke halter top. It's the Harriet halter top. You can wear it in 8 different ways. I have a ton of problems with that top because you can wear it in 8 different ways, theoretically speaking, but it fits you oddly and it's kind of uncomfortable. I spent a lot of money on that top. I'll have how to hand wash your silk clothes linked below. It's really easy. I should have brought some silk wash because my clothes ended up being stinky because I kept using them over and over. I have this hamper bag that I got from Base. It came with the duffel backpack bag. It's perfect for storing your dirty clothes. You don't want all your stuff to stink. 2 t-shirts. These are 1,000 years old from Forever 21 so that I could exercise. And instead of actually bringing training shoes, I brought flip-flops, and I got these rose gold ones from Havaianas simply because I was gonna be walking quite a bit. Walking on a treadmill was a simple and good enough workout. And next is Probiotic 60 Billion. I ended up not using them. I came home and ended up using them. I have a full review of them linked below. And if you're going to tons of fancy restaurants and don't want to be bloated all the time, there's so much you want to do, so much you want to see, and you don't have time to take care of yourself. They say that before bed is when it works the best, but for me, I find it to not bloat right after the meal. So if I want to look good in all the photos and sightseeing, that's what I will do. This is the silk top I was talking about with Remy Brooke. It does come in very, very similar material as the silk skirt from Quince. I need to hand wash all these silk items. They are stinky. Even though that you're going out in the cold, you're still walking around and doing all this exercise and finding yourself sweating. Here are the beauty products that I actually used. So my Fenty Skin Cleanser, the mini, this is gold. It's called the Total Cleanser. It smells like honey, caramel, and all the things that are sweet like candy, but not too candy. It's like a grown-up vanilla. A little bit goes a long way. It always removes all my makeup and I double cleanse. I desperately needed an exfoliant, but I did not bring one. The Ultra Repair Cream, perfect for winter. I put this on right before my makeup, and I'll get into that some more because I got some fabulous makeup in New York that I ended up using. The Caudalie Paris Resveratrol Lift Serum. Love this. This is the first time I've used it, and I usually have the Vena Perfect serum. I have some La Mer samples also I was gifted. Marvis toothpaste, always a must. I have a lot of flavors in the travel size. And something that actually saved me on the trip was my Tweezerman. My little Tweezerman full of 3 different types of tweezers, and I'll have them linked below. And I also use my Sam Edelman loafer heels that are chunky. I forgot what they're called. Sandy, I think is what they're called. A must when it comes to walking around a lot. Then nude seamless underwear and nude tights because I was wearing bright clothes. I used to walk everywhere. Are these 30 some odd dollars from Shein? I think they're $35, and then you can get them on sale with discount for like 32 or 30. And I use the heck out of these. I've used these all over London. They're extremely comfortable. They look like a Manolo Blahnik, but they're not as expensive, so you don't feel bad about them getting dirty. And these go with everything I have in my wardrobe. They're exceptionally comfortable. Love the tongue brush. I actually keep this in my bag when I travel. Then toothbrush with a cover. The tongue brush comes with the cover, and then it comes in a set. And then I have toothbrush covers. I'll have them linked below. I think they're easier than having like the large tubes because that also encapsulates what you touched your toothbrush with, so like all the bacteria on your hands stays in with your teeth, where this just covers the part with your teeth. And I always wipe it off with a towel, make sure that it's dry so it doesn't spread even more bacteria. I brought a Whiting and Davis clutch. I usually leave a liner, a panty liner in my Calpac luggage because you never know. And my Whiting and Davis clutch, pro and con. So the problem is it's so tiny, it doesn't fit your phone. But I put in lip balm and my ID, just very minimal things like my key card to the hotel in here. This is a beautiful evening bag that gets you to focus on the company, on the people whom you are with. Amazon jewelry I got, this is less than $20, and it's so beautiful. It makes me look like $1,000,000. Very New York, very East Coast, very old money, because it feels appropriate. And then I brought some little baubles and jewels, just my hoop earrings, and then some costume jewelry I also got. If I get mugged, I don't feel bad. It's less than $12, some of the items, and I give it to them. Nothing happens. And the jewelry has lasted me. Something I have in case there's bad lighting. We did stay at a 5-star resort, the Conrad Hotel. I'll also have a review of that linked below if it's already up. I got this on Amazon, and it's this compact mirror. It's quite large, so my hand is this big. My hand is fairly small. I have a size 7 glove, a magnifying mirror here, and a regular mirror, and the regular mirror also has a light that you can switch on and off. This is when I'm staying at a friend's house or an Airbnb, or even a hotel sometimes that might not have ideal light. This is my fancy duster bag. It's simply a grocery store bag. Zac Posen, well, it's a Posen by Zac Posen bag. I use this bag for everything, so I can remove it as to be an evening bag. It's cohesive with all my outfits because it's really light, and I love it. It has a compartment in the back where you can simply put your phone, so you're not constantly opening the bag and futzing around, digging in your bags. The compact I brought was Gucci. Now this was originally the foundation that I was using, the Gucci finishing powder. Gucci foundation in number 2, Matte Naturel. I brought my Kate Spade pen that I ended up using quite a bit. It's this really cute polka dot pen that also is a stylus on the back, so just in case. It's really handy if I ever need to fill out paperwork. That's what I use. I also brought my DJI pocket camera, which is brilliant because when I'm in a 5-star hotel or a really nice store or even a nice restaurant. We were at Daniel, this 2 Michelin star restaurant, and it is a beautiful place, and I asked, can I film? And they'll say, yeah, sure, of course. At those places, they're like, please film. We would love if you film. Post all about it. It's free marketing for them, which is great. This is a really low-key way to not have a big, wide, bulky phone. Say, for example, this fits in my little Whiting & Davis clutch. So also got a really, really good quality audio that sounds like you're talking into a microphone and picks up all the biomolecular frequencies. So if it's really high, if the volume is really loud, it softens it. If it's too low, then it amplifies it, kind of like in hearing aids. Dior Tinted Lip Balm, A525 Rouge Dior Lip Balm in Cherry, Satin Balm, because I don't think that you should have a lot of beauty products. Multi-use is the way to go. AirPods, obviously a must for the flight, just in case I want to listen to an audiobook or gather some ideas. OG palettes that I have are my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Rosewood. I use it like a blush and a contour. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I do have blush and I do have contour, but this is like all in one, and it suits my coloring perfectly to look like both. I don't know how or why, but it works. And then my Guerlain Les Cendres palette, it's so smoky, but it's all matte and it's discontinued, so I'll have it linked below. You can still get it from eBay, totally new, unused. I'll create a whole video of all the eBay discontinued beauty products that I get. I have some Amazon brushes, my Ilia mascara, eyelash curler, generic, I think this is like Revlon or something. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. NARS concealer, this is my OG. Little hack that I found with my Tom Ford Ultra Shine lip color in 3 Nubile, but sometimes it's too glossy. I'll walk in the wind and my hair gets caught in my lips. So what I do is I simply get a tissue and set it, and then the color looks matte and it's beautiful and it doesn't catch on your hair or anything. Chanel lip balm, you guys know that I have multiples of these all over the house because it's important for me to keep my lips hydrated. Chanel lipstick, the dark red one, I did not use it. Le Fascinante, this is my new little member of the family, is La Mer Soft Moisture Powder Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So it's a foundation powder with SPF and it's removable, which is really cool. The lady sat down, tried all the colors on me to see which one suited me the best. And this is the one, and I'm really glad because it's a really wide mirror and it's a compact that I don't necessarily plan on carrying all the time. If I do, I'll probably remove the powder because I don't want it to crack in my bag just in case something happens. It has holes in it so it breathes and it's not full of bacteria. It's perforated and it's even perforated on the bottom, and I got it in Blossom. So if you're light skin and neutral tone, this is probably the favorite things that I purchased. Using this right after I use my whole little regime of Caudalie resveratrol lift serum and ultra repair cream. This is so thick and moisturizing. I love it so much. And then it looks like when you apply this, it looks like you have no pores, especially right after. It's such a great primer. I got this and this as an early birthday gift. It was sent to me on Amazon from a loved one, and this is a book that I've been wanting because I love all of Gwyneth Paltrow's cookbooks and Athena Calderon's, and I love everything that I saw in here. I quickly flipped last night through all the different recipes, and there were so many things that I naturally use and gravitate toward, by the way, so it was really easy for me to incorporate them instead of going out and buying really outlandish ingredients that I'm not going to use. Sorry, my brain is very, very tired today. I am very happy, so I already created a grocery list around this, and they're typically things that I normally use, and I use substitutes in case there's something that I know is not in a certain store that we go to. I'm very excited to use this, and I'll also cook some more recipes, and I'll also add more of my own recipes as I promised coming this year, because there are so many easy hosting things and recipes to impress your friends and your loved ones or your family when you want to mix things up in the kitchen. So I've been having a very difficult time getting back into my health. And one thing that actually helped was going out to restaurants, because there were so many nutritious meals that we had that were really, really good in New York that actually started my hormone health back up. When I came home, I realized I need to stop eating junk food that is really easy to grab, because I'm in the middle of working really hard and I only eat one meal a day when I'm home by myself, which is a huge problem. My health suffers. So today, that grocery list is really going to help us. I need to get into the habit of really taking time for myself and cook, where I'll do it for my husband and for my loved ones, but for myself, I really don't. I look really crazy today, so I just wanted to let you know that I have some mood boards. If you check out the link below, you can sign up. It's totally free. Every single month, you'll be sent a style mood board of classic, elegant, and old money style, and a ton of feminine classic style that you're absolutely gonna love. So sign up every single month. Totally free, straight to your inbox, no BS. You're gonna love it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this a like, subscribe, and click the bell if you want more relaxing content like this, and I'll see you later.